Central Illinois Truck Service, Breeze Family Vision, Tempo Bank, Country Financial representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards, and by the Carlisle and Breeze Hardys.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Dairy King podcast. Here to see time. Oakville Rockets here, game one of the night session here on day 3 at the Modern Day Christmas Tournament. The Cougars 6-6 on the season, 1-2 in conference play. They are 1-2 pool B play, taking on the Rockets 8-4 with record 1 play. We'll take our first commercial break here on the Whisper Internet pregame. When we come back, we'll break down this matchup a little more between the Rockets and the Cougars, listening to high school boys basketball, the Modern Day Christmas Tournament on Max 96.7.
Granny moved into a retirement home last month and used Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company to sell her home and farmland. Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company is a family-run business where they know the meaning behind loyalty. Call 228-7395 for Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company. Granny says give them a try. They worked for her, now let them work for you. A name you can trust. Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company in Avison.
Reekman Brothers Farm Equipment has locations in Oakville, Centralia, and Breeze. Reekman Brothers sells the finest John Deere tractors, plus lawn and garden equipment and accessories. Reekman Brothers has been a part of the farming industry for over 83 years. Call Reekman Brothers for farm machinery and farmland auction services. 243-6186. Reekman Brothers, your John Deere dealer.
Max 96.7.
Welcome you back to the Dairy King broadcast booth here this evening. Here at Fred Rockers Court, Modern Day Catholic High School, the Central Cougars taking on the Oakville Rockets, one of 2 games we're going to have here for you this evening on the docket. We'll follow up a little later on tonight, 9 o'clock start between the Nashville Hornets and the Modern Day Knights. Let's take a look here a little bit as the Whisper Internet pregame continues for the Cougars and the Rockets. The Cougars 6-6 on the season, 1-2 in conference play. They are 1-2 in Pool B play. Head coach Jeremy Schubert is in his 6th season at Central High School. He has a record of 116-43 over his first 5 seasons. The Cougars dropped their second game in the Modern Day Classic yesterday, 53-50 in overtime to Highland. Emmett Jansen and Simon Thomas each had 11 points apiece to lead the Cougars in that loss yesterday afternoon. The Cougars are scoring about 51 points per game on the year and giving up about 43 points per game on the season. Simon Thomas, the top scorer for the Cougars at 16 points per contest, is the lead dog. He's got Max Campworth at 8 points per game, second on the team in scoring. And then 5 guys averaging 5 points or more in Logan Hamilton, Braden Thomas, Camden Wimpy, Jackson Hagan, Parker Lupker coming into this contest here this evening with the Rockets. On the other side of the coin, the Rockets are 8-4 on the year, 1-2 in Pool B play. The head coach is John Krause, who's in his 19th season at Oakville High. Krause has a 369-214 record at Oakville over his first 18 seasons. Rockets played 2 games yesterday at the Modern Day Classic. They beat Carlisle 54-32 early in the day. They then fell to Briarcrest last night in the late game, 56-24 here at the Classic. The Rockets are scoring about 55 points per game on the season and giving up about 44 points per game on the year. It's Will Auble, the top scorer, top rebounder for the Rockets, 12 points per game, 6 rebounds per. A little banged up, they said. John Krause said some of his guys a little banged up coming into this game here tonight against the Cougars. So Auble was one of those guys who have to play through some pain here this evening. Lane Schilling at 11 points per game, second on the team, 5.5 rebounds per. That's second on the team there. Lucas Frederking at 10 points per game. Then Wyatt Croney at 7.5. Those are the top 4 scorers for the Rockets up until this point in time on the season here coming into this game tonight. Let's take a look here at some of the games that have gone on earlier today as well. Modern Day fell to Metro East Lutheran 64-61 in overtime in the first game today. Briarcrest beat Carlisle 62-38. Mosquito over Red Bay 66-52. So right now for place game wise for tomorrow in Pool A, we know this for sure. Nashville will play in the championship game tomorrow night, even if they lose to Modern Day tonight. Mosquito will be in the 3rd place game as well. They are 3-1 in Pool A play, so they're there. And the only other team in Pool B play that we know of for sure, the Carlisle Indians will play in the 9th place game tomorrow at noon against. Could either be Modern Day, it could be Red Bay actually, or it could be Metro East Lutheran, depending on what transpires between Modern Day and Nashville tonight. Games from other areas of the realm today. Over at the Mosquito Girls Invitational, it was Altoff 63, Riverview 42, Nashville 45, Centralia 39, Oakville 54, Cahokia 46, Ohio County 58, Muscuda 45. That was all on the consolation side of the bracket. The consolation semifinals going on right now. Altoff, Nashville 5:30, Oakville, Ohio County at 7 o'clock to round things out at Muscuda tonight. On the championship side, the championship quarterfinal earlier today, O'Fallon 47, Mater Dei 44, Central 39, Belleville West 13, Highland 58, Belleville East 49, East St. Louis and Lift for Life Academy. We're just finishing up their game. Try to get you a final from that one going on as well. Let's take a look here as well. What's going on over at Lebanon today? It was Chester 48, DuQuoin 47, Marissa 41, Westland 30. So Marissa and Chester will play in the consolation championship tomorrow at 3:30 in Lebanon. Then it was Pius saw Southwestern over Carlisle in a fifth-place semifinal, 33-29. So Lady Indians win a game, drop 2 at the Lebanon Christmas tournament this week. Father McGivney currently taking on Christ Our Rock. That game started at 5 o'clock. We get any score updates, we'll pass it along to you throughout our game here. In the other semifinals over there, Columbia taking on Freeburg at 6:30, and then Greenville taking on Lebanon at 8 o'clock. But our main focus right here at the Mater Dei Christmas tournament here tonight with the Cougars and the Rockets. First, Knights in Nashville to follow at 9 o'clock. Briarcrest is playing Highland in between both those games. So that's what we got here. The Whisper Internet pregame show rolls along here as we are going to take a commercial break. We'll have your Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company starting lineups coming up on the other side of this break, listing high school boys basketball and the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
Investing your hard work and hard-earned money into farming involves a lot of risk. That's why Illinois farmers have counted on Country Financial for federal crop insurance, crop hail, and farm insurance for over 80 years. You get great coverage at a price you can afford, and best of all, you get the same great service you've come to expect from Country. Call me, Keith Wilkin, at 526-1179 or Teresa Richards at 526-1100 today.
Want easy online banking and bill paying with an ATM and debit card that allows you to set personal spending limits? Then Tempo Bank's the place for you. Tempo Bank makes it easy for today's consumers to spend more time with your families and less time balancing your accounts and paying bills. Tempo Bank has 2 locations to better serve you. Call 526-7256 in Breeze or 224-9228 in Trenton. They'll be glad to help you. Tempo Bank is your answer to easy, hassle-free banking.
Cold weather is extra tough on your vehicle. Be prepared for the weather while saving money with a Best One Tire and Service Standard Winter Service Special. Just $49.95 gets you a full-service conventional oil change, battery and charging system check, antifreeze check, belts and hoses check, fluid fills, new conventional front wiper blades, complete tire check and rotation, plus more. Upgrade to premium service for just $89.95 and receive a full synthetic premium oil change and premium front wiper blades, in addition to all the standard services. And we make life easier for you with free shuttle pickup and delivery, preferred customer benefits, and more. For the guaranteed lowest price for tires, shop Best One Tire and Service. Selling tires, serving people. 13912 Best One Drive in Breeze. Certain locations only carry synthetic oils and premium service is required. Lowest advertised price for tires must be a valid offer. See store for complete details.
They say you can't always get what you want. They never visited Becker Jewelers. If you've looked and looked for a special piece of jewelry but never been able to find exactly what you want, come see me. This is A.G. Becker, and together we'll design a custom piece of jewelry that is your own unique creation. Inspiration can come from your own imagination or a piece you've seen on Pinterest or Instagram. That, with a few changes, would be perfect for you. Bring your ideas, a simple sketch, or just tell me what you want. My jewelry designer and professional staff will work with you to finalize the design. We can even use the diamonds and gemstones from jewelry you no longer wear in your new piece. Once you have approved the design, Becker's will turn it into the ultimate luxury and fashion statement. A personal treasure designed by you. Come see us and let's get started today.
From the basics to the incredibly unique, shop with confidence at Becker Jewelers on Main Street in Breeze, on the Square in Highland, and at BeckerJewelers.com.
You've got Max 96.7.
Welcome back to the Dairy King broadcast booth. Here this evening, Dairy King with locations in Breeze and in Trenton. Greg Meyer here, 4.5 minutes away yet from your hometown proud Carlisle IG opening tip-off between the Cougars and the Rockets. Let's take a look here at your Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company starting lineups here for both of these ball clubs here this evening. We'll start with the road team on the scoreboard here this evening. The Central Cougars will be decked out in their road purple uniforms with the white lettering and the black trim around the letters and the numbers. The lineup will look like this. A 6'4" senior guard, number 3 is Simon Thomas. A 5'10" junior guard, number 5 is Jackson Haig. A 6'2" senior forward, 23 is Camden Wimpy. A 6'3" senior forward, 35 is Max Campworth. And a 6'3" junior forward, number 50 is Parker Lupker. The Cougars will be the road team on the scoreboard supporting their road purple uniforms with the white lettering and the black trim around the letters and the numbers. The Cougars are 6-6 on the season, 1-2 in Cahokia Conference play. Currently 1-2 in Pool B play. Their head coach is Jeremy Schubert, who's in his 6th season at Central High. His record of 116-43 over his first 5 seasons at Central. His assistant coaches are Donnie Pedersen, Cody Imming, and Mr. Tim Moore. On the other side of the coin for the Oakville Rockets, their lineup will look like this. A 5'10" sophomore guard, number 4 is Lucas Fredricking. A 6'4" senior guard, number 10 is Will Auble. A 5'8" senior guard, number 14 is Wyatt Croney. A 6'1" senior forward, number 40 is Elaine Schilling. And a 6'7" junior center, number 50 is Jackson Heckert. The Rockets will be in their home white uniforms with the dark blue lettering and the orange trim around the letters and the numbers. The Rockets are 8-4 currently on the season, 1-2 in Pool B play. Their head coach is John Krause, who's in his 19th season at Oakville High. Krause has a 369-214 record over his first 18 seasons. Krause assistant coaches are Ryan Heck, Jackie Smith, Mike Fredricking, and Cameron Obermeyer. So those are your Keys Brothers Realty and Auction Company starting lineups as both teams out on the floor warming up. A crowd starting to file in. 3 games on the docket here at the Modern Day Christmas Tournament tonight. 2 of them you'll hear here on Max's Air tonight. This one first, Briarcrest and Highland at 7:30 to follow this one, and then we'll cap things off day 3 with the Nashville Hornets taking on the ranked number 1 in the state 2A Nashville Hornets, taking on the Modern Day Knights here tonight at the Holiday Classic. We'll take one more commercial break here on the Whisper Internet pregame show. When we come back, we will have your hometown proud Carlisle IG opening tip-off basketball. On the other side of this break, you're listening to high school boys basketball, the Modern Day Christmas Tournament, and the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
When's the last time you had your eyes checked? Schedule an eye exam today at Breeze Family Vision Center or Lebanon Optometric Center. I'm Dr. Claire Thorpe-Klinsky, and if it's been more than a year, you might need a new prescription. If you use a computer regularly or are suffering from allergies, those both can be causes of eye strain or fatigue. Schedule a complete eye health exam today to find out if your eyes are healthy. We may be able to detect glaucoma and other eye diseases early. At Breeze Family Vision and Lebanon Optometric Center, we examine more than just your vision.
You've heard me say it before, when your trucks are your life, you need to be turning to be earned. I am Perry Stanford from Central Illinois Truck Service in Greenville. If your commercial tractor and trailer is down, we can get you back on the road faster and for less money than you thought possible. If it has wheels and an engine, we can fix it, including farm equipment. We are also building semi-trucks if you are ready for an upgrade. Call us today at 664-2646 or stop by Central Illinois Truck Service in Greenville.
Free Comedy Night returns to the Breeze American Legion tonight, featuring the comedy of Doug Morris, Rich Braun, and headliner Brian McDowell, a self-proclaimed old straight white guy complaining about everything on stage across America. He's half crazed and totally hilarious. See him at the Breeze American Legion. No cover charge. This free show starts at 8 tonight.
Stuck in a state of falling behind? Struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? Then let me, State Farm agent Steve Klosterman, help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with the Klosterman Agency handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn you discounts and actually help you get ahead. Call or email me, State Farm agent Steve Klosterman, and get to a better state with State Farm.
We're moments away from your hometown proud Carlisle IGA tip-off. This high school basketball broadcast on Max 96.7 is brought to you in part by Jansen Chevrolet, Isaac Auto Body, Prairie Farms Dairy, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Amy Cruzy, Keys Brothers Realty and Auction, Your hometown proud Carlisle IGA. Carlisle Animal Hospital. Best One Tire and Service of Clinton County. Nordike Funeral Home. And by Becker Jewelers with locations in Breeze and Highland and always online at beckerjewelers.com. And now from the Dairy King broadcast booth, here's Greg Meyer.
Welcome you back to the Dairy King podcast. 58th annual Modern Day Christmas tournament here. Day 3 here is the first game of the night session. Gets ready to begin between the Oakville Rockets and the Central Cougars. It's Frederick and Will Auble, Wyatt Crone, Lane Schilling, Jackson Heckert for the Rockets, who are the home team. The Cougars will have Simon Thomas, Jackson Haig, Max Campworth, Camden Wimpy, and a Parker Lupker in their road purples with the white lettering and the black trim around the letters and the numbers. So we get ready here for your hometown proud Carlisle IG opening tip-off between both of these ball clubs. Krause and Schubert know each other pretty well, both graduates of Oakville High, both about the same age. Krause has been at it a lot longer as the head man than Coach Schubert has. Basically got the job. He's about 25, 26 years old. So you're ready here for your hometown proud Carlisle IG opening tip-off. 8 minutes up on the big board. Greg Meyer here for you from Fred Rocker Sport of Modern Day Catholic High School. Luke Jackson on the stats here. Welcome him back from the Air Force for a short period of time. So he's going to catch some basketball this week as well. This is his second game. He'll have the third game with me tonight, as well as the Hornets take on the Knights later on tonight, 9 o'clock. Cougars down on the floor as we get ready here for your hometown proud Carlisle IG opening tip-off between both these ball clubs. We wait for the Rockets to break the huddle. Cougars move towards us here in the Dairy King broadcast booth. Here in half number 1. Rockets make their way onto the floor. And a good crowd starting to file in here to Fred Rocker's Court this evening. Day 3 of the night session. Day 4 tomorrow, place day tomorrow. We get ready for your hometown proud Carlisle IG opening tip-off. It's Wimpy and Schilling in the circle, and it's controlled by the Rockets. Crone for Will Auble, and he'll walk it across the timeline, going away from us. It's Auble bouncing it to Heckert at the left elbow. Heckert now surveying the defense for the Rockets on the O. He bounced it to Auble, left block against Wimpy. Picks up his dribble there and moves it out top. Frederick King now dribbles over at the point against Jackson Haig. Left wing, Wyatt Crone, the lefty. That's Auble on the left wing now. Auble swings it, Frederick Schilling touched it. Now Wyatt Crone on the right wing now with it. Inside, that's Heckert, a big-bodied man inside against Lupker. Jump hook in the lane. That one left short, no good. The rebound taken in by Parker Lupker. Haig turns around and hands it for Simon Thomas, and the Cougars have their opening possession of the game. They'll hand it off left wing there, Haig. Now it's Campworth with a touch at the right point. In the right corner, Thomas off a series of screens. Inside pass for Wimpy. Now Campworth touched it, left wing Haig. They'll reset the offense here. We're 50 seconds into the opening quarter. Haig will set things up at the point. On the dribble. Right wing now, Wimpy with a touch. Now it's Thomas at the point. He'll redirect traffic there. And they'll slow things down. Campworth left point. Skips it right wing now for Thomas. Inside, Campworth right block. Off the glass into book it, Max Campworth. We're a minute into the opening frame. Cougars lead 2-0 on your Honest Water scoreboard. First quarter action here brought to you by the Buckeyes of Centralia and Greenville. Driving it, Frederick bouncing for Auble on the left baseline. Auble drives inside, moves it now for Schilling. Now Wyatt Crone. Left wing, Frederick gets freed up. He'll try a three. That one a little long that time. Auble with the offensive rebound. And the ball now loose on the floor and pinballing around. Lupker, the first one down on the floor, moves it for Wimpy, and the Cougars will run it the other way. Haig on the left wing on the dribble. He'll turn around and wait, stop, and start. Now he'll go right wing for Campworth. Now back out top, Thomas. 2-0 Cougars lead Honest Water. Scoreboard 6:20 to play first quarter. Thomas on the right wing. Ball screen comes from Lupker. He gets inside, moves it for Parker. Lupker up the screen and roll. 2 points, good for Parker Lupker. 4-0 Cougars on your Honest Water scoreboard. 6:10 to play in the first frame. Auble's got to get it in. He does for Crone just in front of the timeline. Now he'll walk it across the lefty Crone. Rocks number 14 for the Rockets. Now over to the right side with it there is Frederick Heckert inside. 6-7. Runs over Lupker. They both hit the floor. Ball loose. Lupker's got the rebound and a tie-up. Held ball. Arrow's going to give it to the Cougars. Heckert every bit of 6'7", 240 pounds or more. Inside, just bulldozing his way inside. 5:53 to go. Cougars own a 4-0 lead here. And they got the ball. That is Simon Thomas across the MD logo here at Fred Rockers Court. Left wing handoff, Haig. Now right side of the floor, Camden Wimpy. Off a couple of baseline rubs is Thomas, but they look inside for Campbell. They throw it away. That's Auble on the steal for the Rockets. Auble now circles back to the timeline. He moves it to the point now for Lucas Frederiking. Frederiking off the Heckert ball screen. Picks up his dribble. Right wing for Will Auble. Now Wyatt Croney. Now Schilling, left corner. That's Frederiking teeing up another three. That one no good. Heckert with the offensive rebound and then had it stripped out of the hands of McCullough. Reach-in foul against Parker Lupker as Wimpy came out of the pile with a basketball with 5:21 to play in the first quarter. It's 4-0 Cougars here on your Honest Water scoreboard. That was on Lupker, his first personal, first team foul against the Cougars of the opening half of play. And a baseline throw in here for Frederiking. They lob it for Auble. Right point. Now Heckert underneath. Schilling up off the window. In for two off the flex cut by Lane Schilling. It's 4-2 Cougars, and Thomas will make the methodical walk across the timeline here with 5:10 to play in the first quarter. Right wing, Camden Wimpy. Lob in, Lupker, right block. Lupker now for Campworth off a series of screens. Picks up on the right wing. Now Haig at the point. Drives into the lane, leaves it for Thomas, left elbow. He spins against Schilling. Fall away deuce. That one no good. Rebound Will Auble. Auble and the Rockets going the other way. Auble on the dribble. Series of crossovers. He gets into the front court. He was stripped, thrown away. Jackson Haig. Haig pushed him back the other way for the Cougars. No numbers there, but he's got it on the right wing. Makes a couple of men move, and now he hands it for Lupker, who gets it back to Haig. Haig now right wing for Thomas. Now it's Campworth at 4:35 to play in the first quarter. It's 4-2. Cougars lead on your Honest Water scoreboard. Campworth hands off. Haig, left wing three. Good three by Jackson Haig, and it's 7-2. Cougars lead on your Honest Water scoreboard. 4:20 to play quarter number one. Haig almost picked Frederiking's pocket in the backcourt. He moves it for Auble on the right wing. Auble off the Heckert screen. Now moves it for Schilling. Now left wing with it is Frederiking. Bounce pass inside. It's bounced off the leg of Haig back to Frederiking. Now Heckert on the right wing for Wyatt Croney. Croney now off a series of screens. Schilling. Hands off left wing Auble. 4 minutes to play in the first period. Auble skips it to Heckert. Top of the key lob into Schilling and a foul away from the basketball. That's going to be a hold underneath on Campworth. His first personal and the second team foul on the Cougars of the opening half of play. Baseline throw in for across the bottom set for the Rockets. They lob it up for Auble. Tipped around by Wimpy. He comes up with a deflection steal. Thomas now in transition. 2-on-2. He'll back it to the left wing and he'll set things up at the point. Thomas now dribbles over right wing, hands it for Haig. Haig now top the key for Max Campworth. Campworth now dribbles over and a backdoor cutting and a whistle and a carry on Campworth. He wanted to hand it to Thomas, but then Thomas decided to go backdoor at the last minute and Campworth turned it over. 3:40 to go, first period of play. 7-2. Cougars leading on your Honest Water scoreboard. Left side of the floor on the left wing with it is Frederiking. Here comes Heckert for a ball screen. Frederiking leaves it for Heckert. One power dribble. And up and in for two for Jackson Heckert. 7-4 now. Thomas will bring it across. Now he'll hand it for Haig at the point. Haig now will direct traffic, dribbles over right wing. Haig now Campworth top of the key with it. Left wing for Camden Wimpy. Now it's Simon Thomas top of the key. Thomas drives into the painted area, flips up a runner. That one no good. Rebound Will Auble. Auble now moves it out for Frederiking. Left wing Wyatt Croney. And Croney tried to hit it to Auble and they turned it over. 2:52 to play here in period number one. Into the game for the Rockets. Number 3, Jackson Hari, a 5'7" sophomore. In for the Cougars, number 30, Braden Thomas for the first time. Camden Wimpy with Hari on him. They'll walk it across the timeline. Left wing handoff for Simon Thomas. They move it to the right corner. Haig with a head fake and a drive to the right baseline. 10-footer on the way by Haig. Short, no good. Rebound Wimpy up off the glass. Good for two. And a foul, and Wimpy has a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. And the Cougars take a 9-4 advantage with 2:38 to play in the first. That was on number 3. That is Jackson Hari, his first personal. And a first team foul on the Rockets of the opening half of play. And Wimpy at the line. Free throw on the way. That one no good. A rebound taken in by Auble. Now it's Hari in the front court. Right wing now with it, Lucas Frederiking. Now Schilling. Left wing now, Hari drives it into the lane. Now Auble. Right wing Wyatt Croney. Refuses the ball screen, drives to the goal. Lefty puts it up. No good. Rebound taken in by Wimpy. Wimpy now for Hagen. He will push into the front court with 2:15 to play in the first quarter. He turns around, hands it back for Camden Wimpy. Wimpy now will direct traffic from there. Now it is Simon Thomas. Left wing Jackson Haig. Haig now skips it right wing. Braden Thomas into the right corner for Simon Thomas. Thomas off a series of screens. Camporth now with the top of the key. 2 minutes to play in the opening quarter. Stops and starts. Kick it left corner. 3. Braden Thomas on the way. Good 3. Book it, Thomas. And a whistle and a timeout on the floor taken by John Crouch. The score on your Honest Water scoreboard is the Cougars 12. The Rockets 4. Listening to the Modern Day Christmas Tournament on Max 96.7.
Hi, this is Dr. Matt Palm, chiropractor from MedPlus Physical Medicine in Carlisle. Here at MedPlus, we pride ourselves on offering many health services all in one convenient place. Whether it is our medical providers using state-of-the-art treatments for back pain or knee arthritis, our physical therapists and chiropractors safely and conservatively treating your musculoskeletal conditions, or our massage therapists melting our aches and stress away. We want to be your local choice for musculoskeletal pain. Please stop by MedPlus Physical Medicine in Carlisle or visit us on our website at medplusplus.com.
This is Max 96.7.
Back here, Fred Rocker's court. Greg Meyer for you. Modern Day Christmas Tournament. Cougars lead 12-4 on your Honest Water scoreboard as Hari's got it for the Rockets. 1:53 to play first quarter. Hari into the front court. Goes left wing for Wyatt Crony. Crony now off a series of screens. Now Will Obel goes right wing for Hari. Hari drives it. Moves it for Lane Schilling. Schilling back for Hari. Puppy set. 3 ball on the way. That one no good. Rebound deflected around and Karams into the corner out of bounds. Last touchdown by the Rockets. 1:32 to play in the first period. Cougars lead 12-4 on your Honest Water scoreboard. Thomas now. Braden Thomas for Simon. Thomas will bring it across. Hari's going to pick him up in the backcourt. Thomas. Into the front court. Logan Hamilton checked in during that timeout. Number 11 for the Cougars. Camporth lob. Simon Thomas left block. Backs his way in. Spins on the baseline. Shot. Good for 2 by Simon Thomas. 14-4. Cougars with 1:12 to play here in the first quarter. That's Hari across the timeline. Goes right wing for Wyatt Crony. Crony off a series of screens. Schilling now. Hand off left wing. Hari. Hari now top the key for Obel. Right wing now with it is Frederking. He had his pocket picked. Ball still loose though. And then Wimpy couldn't corral it, but Jeremy Schubert applauds his senior forward Wimpy for getting on the floor. And Frederking might have a little blood there on the lip. Calvin Rockers, number 2, is going to check in for the first time for the Cougars. Along with 53, Reese Martin. So slew of subs on for both squads. And Obel will inbound it in front of assistant coach Cody Emming, far side of the floor. That's Hari. For Schilling now, left side for the Rockets, 50 seconds ago. Crony off a series of screens. He's got a 3-ball up and down for Wyatt Crony. It's 14-7 after the Crony trifecta. We got 40 seconds to go in the first. That is Rockers on the right wing against Crony. Hounding him there. Now moves it for Reese Martin at the point with 33 seconds. Cougars would elect to play for the last one here if they can. Thomas on the right wing. Braden Thomas, that is, holding it. Now Rockers against Crony. Now Reese Martin with a touch. At the point. Martin will hold it there with 20 seconds. Still no count. Now Rockers with 18. Now 17. Now Rockers bouncing for Martin with 15. Now 14. Now 13. That's Hamilton with 12 at the point. Now 11. Now 10. That's Thomas right point with 8. Now 7. Now 6. Hamilton gets freed up with 5. Into the corner with Rockers with 3. Rockers falls away at the elbow with 2. Shot attempt is long. No good. And your score on your Honest Water scoreboard after 1 quarter of play is the Central Cougars 14. The Oakville Rockets 7. You're listening to high school boys basketball, the Central Cougars in the Modern Day Classic on Max 96.7.
Hi, I'm Mindy Gustafson with the First National Bank in Carlisle. One of the best tickets in town will always be activities at our local schools, athletic events, concerts, and plays. You can always count on an enjoyable time. Our children are the future. Let's give them all the encouragement that we can. Go to a game, hear a concert, see a play. First National Bank in Carlisle, a better way to bank. Member FDIC, online at 1mbcarlisle.com.
Impeccable attention to detail is something you deserve on the most important day of your life. And it's something we take very seriously at Short Circuit Entertainment. We're not just a DJ playing music at your reception. We will help coordinate every detail and execute your plan when it's time to celebrate. You want your reception to include a special bridal party introduction, a specific song, or a crazy group dance. We'll make it happen. Book Short Circuit Entertainment because we understand it's the most important day of your life.
You found Max 96.7.
Back here, Dairy King broadcast booth. Greg Meyer, Luke Jackson on the stats here this evening. 8 minutes up on the big board. Quarter number 2 getting ready to begin. It's Hari, Auble, Heckert, Crony, and Schilling for the Rockets. You have the basketball. That is Hari with it. Moves it left wing now for Crony. Crony now right side of the floor for Hari. Now right wing for Will Auble. Now Crony to the point. Right wing for Auble. Lob into Heckert. Right block. Back out for Auble on the right point. Auble now dribbles down. Moves it to the right block for Heckert. Back out. Auble tries a 3. That one a little long. Rebound taken in Simon Thomas. Thomas, Haig, Campworth, Lupker, and Wimpy to reset the floor for the Cougars here in period number 2. 30 seconds into the second quarter. It's 14-7 on your Honest Water scoreboard. The Cougars lead. That is Simon Thomas. That is off a series of screens. He dribbles it on the left wing. Now it's Campworth top of the key. Now back for Haig, and they'll call out a set. Lupker's going to screen high for him. Haig stops and starts. Moves it to the right corner for Wimpy. Now it's Lupker. Lupker now right elbow. Moves it to the point now for Campworth. Left wing Haig, who drives it inside. Moves it for Lupker to the right baseline. Now Haig on the right wing. Now back to Lupker on the right baseline. Now it's for Haig, and he wants a ball screen. Now zips it for Simon Thomas at the left point 3. That one left short, no good. And a rebound taken in by Jackson Hecker. And into the second period of play. Second quarter action here brought to you by the Breeze American Legion. And that's Hari on the dribble for the Rockets. Left wing now for Wyatt Crony. Crony now for Hari at the point. Right wing Lane Schilling. Now Crony. Now Auble. Now in the left corner for Hari. Hari now for Heckert at the point. Goes right wing for Crony. Here comes a high ball screen for him. Crony off the screen. Moves it top to key. Schilling. Left wing Hari. Left corner for Will Auble. Auble now on the perimeter with it. Still holding it. No count. Auble bouncing it. Backdoor cutting Crony up off the glass. Good for 2 by Wyatt Crony. 14-9. Rockets leading, or the Cougars leading on your Honest Water scoreboard. That is 6:10 to play first half. Haig hands it off for Wimpy. Wimpy dribbles over. Left wing handoff for Thomas. Thomas skip. Right wing Haig off the flare with a head fake and a step back. Now Lupker, who hands it back for Haig. Haig dribble drive. Moves it for Campworth at the left point. Campworth now settles it down. Thomas drives and kicks for Lupker. It's a right baseline deuce on the way. That one left a little shy. No good. Campworth, though, with the offensive rebound. It kicks out for Wimpy on the left wing. Wimpy hits Thomas left elbow. And a whistle on a timeout taken on the floor here by Jeremy Schubert. 5:46 to go in half number 1. It's the Cougars 14. It's the Rockets 9. You're listening to the Modern Day Christmas Tournament, the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
Moving forward requires taking that first step. And when it comes to your future, your first step should be Kaskaskia College. With more than 50 degrees and 100 certificate programs, Kaskaskia College can prepare you for a great career, your next promotion, or set you on your educational path. Life is too short to wait. Take your first step to success with Kaskaskia College. Learn more today. Call 545-3040 or kaskaskia.edu.
Max 96.7.
Welcome you back to the Dairy King broadcast booth here at Fred Rocker's Court. Modern Day Catholic High School is where we are. Greg Meyer, Luke Jackson here in the Dairy King broadcast booth. A few other people up here in the booth as well. A couple of modern day statisticians here. Guys on the other headsets over on the far end from us. Box set for the Cougars. We take it out left side of their own hoop. Lead 14-9. Camden Wimpy in the right corner. Fakes handoff, drives to the goal. Layup attempt, no good, and a foul underneath. And Wimpy will go to the stripe. Emmett Jansen on for the first time for the Cougars. Braden Thomas also back on. Foul's on Wyatt Crony, his first personal, and the second team foul on the Rockets of the opening half of play. And at the line is Wimpy. Free throw number 1 on the way, good. Wimpy back at the line. Free throw number 2, good. 16-9 on your Honest Water scoreboard. It's led by the Cougars. And then Hari is going to be called for an offensive foul. Haig got right up there and guarded him, and Hari just pushed off his second personal on the third teamer. The Rockets have now turned it over for the 5th time here this evening. And we got a whistle on the sub. That's Fredericking back for Hari. Haig. Right wing on the dribble. Picks up his dribble, bouncing it to Campworth on the right block. Out top, Braden Thomas drives to the goal. Shot attempt off the glass and good for 2 by Braden Thomas, who's got 5 points off the Cougar bench. And they lead 18-9, and now Haig's going to be called for a bump 87.5 feet away from the basket. That's going to be Haig's first and the third team foul on the Cougars of the opening half of play. Auble to inbound it for Fredericking, supporting a bandage on the chin as he walks it across the timeline. That's Auble, right wing for Wyatt Cronin. Now Fredericking. Now Schilling, left wing Auble. Lob into Heckert. We got a hold underneath on Braden Thomas against Heckert. That'll be Braden's first and the 14th foul on the Cougars of the opening half of play. It'll be Fredericking to trigger the inbound for the Rockets. Gets it into the left corner for Auble. Auble bouncing for Heckert, who's surrounded inside, and then Wimpy is going to be called for a hold. That'll be Wimpy's second personal, or actually check that his first personal, the 15th foul. 5:02 to play in the first half. 4 across the bottom, set again on the far side of the floor for the Rockets. Lob it out top Auble. Bouncing it, Heckert. Spin in the lane to book it, Jackson Heckert. Haig into the front court. Right wing on the dribble. Ball screen comes from Max Camporth. Stops and starts. That's Thomas top of the key with it. Left wing Emmett Jansen had 11 points in that loss to Highland yesterday. Camporth frees up, 3 ball in the way. Mile on and good for 3 by Max Camporth. He dialed it in. And now the Cougars with the largest lead of the game. 10 points, 21-11, 4:30 to play in the first half. Schilling, Auble. Right side of the floor now, Fredericking. Now Crony zips it around to Schilling in the left corner. Schilling dribbles up for Auble at the top of the key. Auble directs traffic. Now Schilling. Now left wing Fredericking. Lob into Heckert. Tough catch on the left box. Heave one dribble. Kicks it out now for Crony on the right wing. Now it's Schilling in the corner with it. Right side. Auble now on the point. Now it's for Fredericking inside. Heckert jump hook in the lane. Good for 2 by Jackson Heckert. Just having his way inside. Haig into the front court. Right wing. Ball screen comes from Camporth. He stops and pops a 3. That one long, no good. Heckert with a good check out. Then Camporth almost stripped it away from him. And he moves it ahead. But then Jansen picks it off as he goes diving into the front row. And it'll stay with the Rockets with 3:40 to play in the first half as Lepker comes on for Thomas. That'll be Braden Thomas who will take a seat. Fredericking. 3:38 to play half number 1. Moves it left wing Auble. Schilling. Now Wyatt Cronin. Now Fredericking. Now Auble top of the key. Left wing Schilling. Left corner of Cronin. Catch and fire. Ooh, that one halfway down and out. Hit everything on the iron but the net. And Heckert's going to be called for a foul. Heckert's going to pick up his first, or his second, I do believe. First team foul on Heckert, or first player foul on Heckert. 4-teamer on the Rockets. Hari back on for the Rockets. Simon Thomas and Braden Thomas both back on for the Cougars. 3:24 to play here in the first half. It's 21-13 Cougars with here on your Honest Water scoreboard. Length of the floor to go for Simon Thomas and the Cougars. He gets in for Jackson Haig, back for Simon Thomas, who's picked up by Lane Schilling. Simon across the timeline here at Fred Rockers Court, Modern Day Catholic High School. He bounces it for Braden Thomas. Thomas now on the left point for Haig with a bounce pass. Haig now with it. Surveys the defense. And then Haig try to throw it to Jansen, and they turn it over for just the 3rd time here this evening. With the basketball, Jackson Hari for the Rockets. 3 minutes even to go first half. Auble bouncing it for Wyatt Cronin on the right wing. Now top the key, Schilling. Now Cronin, right wing. Hari, left wing, Fredericking. Fredericking for Cronin. Back left wing for Fredericking against Jansen. Now top of the key with it is Hari. Now right wing for Cronin. Fredericking. Now Schilling, left wing, Fredericking. Actually, check out, that's Hari. Now Auble. Now Cronin, right corner for Schilling. Auble now. Everybody touches it for the Rockets. Hari touches it now on to Cronin. Lob pass inside Schilling. And that one thrown into the student section on the far side. And the ball back over to the Rockets. 2:27 to play here in the first half. 21-13 on your Honest Water scoreboard. Cougars lead. Hardy's halftime will be coming up. Get you some stats. Score some other games going on as well. It's Braden Thomas. And whistle away from the basketball, and that's a hold. And Hardy's been on the floor for a total of 5 minutes. He's got 3 fouls. Going via the hold. Heckard back on after a quick breather. Reese Martin on for Emmett Jansen. Baseline throw in for Hegg. Left to his own bucket. Box set for the Cougars. Thomas hands it for Hegg. Ball faking into the corner. Now top of the key is Simon Thomas. Thomas. Reese Martin. Left wing Camden Wimpy. Wimpy off the screens. Lob to the left block. Martin outside Braden Thomas. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now Thomas off the Thomas screen. Hits Martin. That's a left elbow deuce on the way. Good for 2 by Reese Martin. 23-13. Cougars lead on your Honest Water scoreboard. 1:48 to play here in the first half. Front court. Fredericking for Wyatt Crony. Now Schilling on the left wing. That's Fredericking. Now Auble. Auble for Wyatt Crony. Wyatt Crony. Top of the key, Schilling. Now right wing for Crony. Top of the key, Auble. Left wing, Fredericking. Inside to Heckert. Had it knocked out of his hands by Thomas, and a reach-in foul first with 1:25 to go here in the first half. That one is on Braden Thomas. His second personal. And the fouls now, both teams are starting to add up here at the end of the period. 6-teamer against the Cougars here in the opening half, and Heckert at the line. Free throw up and good by Heckert. Max Campworth gets Thomas. Rockets have one sub at the desk and ready to check in as well. Heckert back at the line as he nailed the first one. Big fella, second free throw on the way there. Good. Dials them in. It's 23-15, though. Cougars still out front of the Rockets. For the Rockets is Jordan Green, a 5'11 senior, number 12. We're going to whistle him, and Jansen will come in for Reese Martin. So Campworth, the inbound length to the floor to go. Gets it in for Hegg. Hegg as the double team comes. Campworth ahead for Thomas. Into the left corner for Emmett Jansen. Now back for Simon Thomas on the left wing. Drives to the goal. Right down the lane. Shot attempt no good. Rebound battled for. Schilling's got it. Crony with 1:10 to play. Schilling. Right wing now for Green. Crony. Fredericking. Auble. 1 minute to play first half. Auble will dial up a 3. Will Auble's got a 3 there, straight on by the Rockets. It's 23-18, though. Cougars out front. 50 seconds to go, half number 1. Hegg having issues handling it. He does get it across as Fredericking has got him picked up. Right wing now with it for Simon Thomas. 40 seconds to go. Thomas still keeping the dribble. With the basketball at the point, 30 seconds. Campworth. Wimpy, 25 seconds. Simon Thomas now with 23 ticks on the clock. Now Hegg. Jackson Hegg with it. Still has it. Right wing now for Camden Wimpy. Now Simon Thomas. Now left wing for Max Campworth. Campworth with it with 11 seconds. Thomas with 10. Now 9. Now 8. Still got the dribble with 7. Hegg with 6. Now 5. Now 4. Moves it to Jansen in the right corner. Dials up a 3. Good for 3 as the horn expires on the first half. The score on your Honest Water scoreboard after 1.5 of play is the Central Cougars 26, the Oakville Rockets 18. We're going to the Hardy's halftime. We'll have some stats for you, and we'll try to get you some scores from other games. Listening to the Modern Day Christmas Tournament and the Central Cougars on Mex 96.7.
Did you know that heartworm season is year-round in our part of the country? Even indoor pets are exposed to the mosquitoes that spread this potentially deadly disease. Pets living near other dogs or coyotes that are already heartworm positive are at increased risk for infection. Protect your pet with a monthly prescription heartworm preventative. Visit the Carlisle Animal Hospital just south of town on 127 or call us at 594-4515 to determine which preventative would be best for your pet.
Get low prices every day when you shop your hometown proud Carlisle IGA. Carlisle IGA has been family-owned since 1983, proud to serve this community. Select from quality choice meats from the outstanding meat department. Stock up at the deli and find low prices in every aisle. Carlisle IGA has the best fried chicken in town. Carlisle IGA appreciates your business and could make you a big winner each week with bankroll. And don't forget Carlisle IGA Catering. Call 594-3415.
If it has been a long time since you've been to the dentist, you need to know you're not alone. For some, past experiences make it impossible to pick up the phone and call. Others are embarrassed because it has been so long. Hi, I'm Dr. Casey Santel, a general dentist from Breeze, Illinois, who sedates patients with pills. I believe in listening to our patients and finding workable solutions to problems they have without making them feel guilty or putting them down. Please call me, Dr. Casey Santel, at Breeze Dental Care at 526-2020 to schedule an appointment where sedation dentistry is an option for you to take care of your teeth without anxiety.
Are you looking for a happy dental home? Dr. Draghi and Dr. Santel are in-network providers with many insurance companies and have what you are looking for. New patients welcome and most emergencies seen immediately. Get back on the right track to good dental health with Breeze Dental Care. Call 526-2020. That's 526-2020.
Is the all-new Chevy Silverado the right truck for you? Hi, Colby Voss at K&J Chevrolet in Carlisle. The all-new Chevy Silverado has the comfort and conveniences you expect from a Chevy, plus the performance and handling you need. We have several new trucks to choose from, and if we don't have it, we'll find it for you. Stop by K&J Chevrolet and drive a Silverado and see for yourself what a tremendous value we offer and what the hype is all about. K&J Chevrolet in Carlisle, just west of town on Old Route 50. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Reverman Chiropractic in Breeze would like to say thank you to our patients, staff, and local healthcare professionals for their continued support and cooperation as we celebrate 10 years in business. At Reverman Chiropractic, our focus is to work with you, the patient, and your other healthcare providers to deliver the best and most effective care possible. Please take advantage of our evening and weekend hours and call 526-4700 to schedule an appointment with Dr. Craig Reverman or Dr. Travis Isaac.
You're on Max 96.7.
Welcome back to the Dairy King broadcast booth here at Fred Rocker's Quarters. We are at the halftime break here. Scoring your Honest Water scoreboard here after 2 quarters of play. The Cougars 26, the Rockets 18. The Cougars led 14-7 after 1 quarter. Outscored the Rockets in quarter number 2 by a score of 12-11. Extend their lead up to 8 here at the break. Let's take a look at the first half stats here in this one for the Cougars. They're 6 of 11 from 2-point field goal range, good for 55%. 4 of 7 from 3, good for 57%. 10 out of 18 overall from the field are the Cougars for 56%. 2 of 3 at the foul line for 67% with 6 rebounds and 3 turnovers for the Cougars. Rockets on the other side of the corner, 5 out of 8 from 2-point field goal range, good for 63%. They're 2 of 7 from 3, good for 29%. 7 out of 15 overall from the field for 47%. 2 of 2 at the foul line for a perfect percentage there. 9 rebounds, 6 turnovers for the Rockets. Box score breakdown here for you in this one. Oakville's led in scoring at the half by Jackson Heckard. He's got 8 points and tied for a team high in rebounds with 3. Heckard's hit 3 of his 5 field goal tries, 2 of 2 at the free throw line for his 8 points. Wyatt Croney's got 5 for the Rockets. Will Auble has 3 points, and Lane Schilling has 2 to round out the Rockets scoring. Auble also has the tie and team high for rebounds with 3. Schilling also has 3 rebounds as well, along with Heckard. So those are the 3 guys that got the rebounds at the half for the Rockets. Other side of the coin, for the Cougars, they're led in scoring here at the half. Time break by Max Campworth and him and Braden Thomas each have 5 points apiece. Campworth 2 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 from the 3-point line for his 5 points. Thomas is 2 of 2 from the field. Braden, that is, 1 of 1 from the 3-point line for his 5 points. And trickles down to 4 points for Camden Wimpy, 3 points for Emmett Jansen, 2 points apiece for Reese Martin, Parker Lupker, and Simon Thomas. Jackson Haig also has 3 points for the Cougars as well. The top rebounders at the half for the Cougars, Wimpy with 2 and Parker Lupker with 2. 26-18 here is your score at the halftime break on your Honest Water scoreboard. We'll take another commercial break. When we come back, we'll have some of the score updates for you as well from other games going on around the area, and we'll have our Clinton County Showcase trivia question as well. You're listening to high school boys basketball, the Modern Day Christmas Tournament, and the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
Nordike Funeral Home's mission is to help you plan for a difficult funeral by celebrating the life of a loved one. The grieving process from losing someone you love will be tough, but Nordike Funeral Home will be there to assist you. Find helpful information at NordikeFuneralHome.com. From grief support, planning a funeral, obituary information, and sending flowers. Nordike Funeral Home with 5 locations in Carlisle, New Baden, Aveston, Albers, and Breeze.
Find the perfect car, truck, SUV, or crossover that fits your budget at Breeze Motor Sales on Old Route 50 in Breeze. Breeze Motor Sales offering new 2018 Ford vehicles and a wide pre-owned selection too. Breeze Motor Sales has kept your vehicles in tip-top shape with genuine Ford parts for over 100 years on Old Route 50 in Breeze and online at breezemotorsales.com. Breeze Motor Sales, your family dealer since 1913.
Get low prices every day when you shop your hometown proud Carlisle IGA. Carlisle IGA has been family-owned since 1983, proud to serve this community. Select from quality choice meats from the outstanding meat department. Stock up at the deli and find low prices in every aisle. Carlisle IGA has the best fried chicken in town. Carlisle IGA appreciates your business and could make you a big winner each week with bankroll. And don't forget Carlisle IGA Catering. Call 594-3415.
Are the new vehicle prices keeping you and your dream car apart? You need to bring your present vehicle to Michelson's Auto Body in Bartelzo. The superior workmanship of the pros at Michelson's will have your vehicle looking like it cost a fortune. Michelson's Auto Body can also replace that falling headliner while you wait. Most colors in stock, pickup, and delivery available. You deserve to see yourself in a shiny new vehicle again. Michelson's Auto Body in the heart of Bartelzo. Call 765-2115. Dean says you clip it, we'll fix it at Michelson's Auto Body.
This broadcast is a presentation of Wcxo Sports. Wcxo Sports is brought to you by the Benoff Insurance Agency in Breeze and Trenton, HSHS St. Joseph Hospital, Breeze, Breeze Dental Care, K&J Chevrolet, Reverman Chiropractic and Spinal Rehabilitation and Breeze Motor Sales, Southern Bus and Mobility, Kaskaskia College, the First National Bank of Carlisle, Reekman Brothers John Deere, Southern OBGYN Associates, Med Plus Physical Medicine, State Farm Insurance Agent Steve Klosterman, Central Illinois Truck Service, Breeze Family Vision, Tempo Bank, Country Financial Representatives Keith Wilkin and Teresa Richards, and by the Carlisle and Breeze Hardys. WCXO Sports, powered by the Union Banner at Union Banner on Facebook. Your sports teams, your community, your radio station.
Max 96.7.
Welcome you back to the Terry King broadcast booth here. Fred Rocker scored. Greg Meyer here for you. Luke Jackson on the stats at the half. 26-18. Cougars lead the Rockets at the halftime break. Let's take a look here real quick at our Clinton County Showcase trivia question. What team did UCLA defeat to win the first ever NCAA men's basketball championship? So that is our Clinton County Showcase trivia question. What team did UCLA defeat to win their first NCAA basketball championship? We'll get that to you here in just a little bit. Scores from other games going on around the area right now. Over at Lebanon, the Carlisle Lady Indians fell to Piasaw 33-29. Christ Our Rock just defeated Father McGivney 51-27. So Christ Our Rock will take on Piasaw in the fifth place game tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Columbia yet to play Freeburg over there in one semifinal. That game started at 6, is getting ready to start or just started at 6:30. Greenville and Lebanon at 8 o'clock to follow that in the other semifinal. The semifinals are set at Mascouda tomorrow as well. It'll be O'Fallon and Central at 11:30 a.m. Highland and East St. Louis at 1 o'clock. The fifth place semifinals, Monterey will take on Belleville West at 8:30 a.m. and then Belleville East will take on Lift for Life at 10 a.m. So those are the games right now. The Constellation semifinals currently going on. Nashville and Althoff late in the game over there in one semifinal. Then Oakville takes on Ohio County at 7 o'clock tonight to round things off down there. And then here tonight, yet Highland Briar Crest to follow our game at 7:30. Modern Day Nashville at 9 o'clock. Let's take a look here again at our Clinton County Showcase trivia question. What team did UCLA defeat to win their first NCAA men's basketball championship? That would be the Duke Blue Devils. The Bruins defeated Duke 98-83 in the 1964 NCAA tournament. We'll get ready here for the second half between both of these ball clubs, Cougars and the Rockets. Thomas, Haig, Reese Martin, Max Campworth, Camden Wimpy to begin quarter number 3 for the Cougars. They will possess the basketball first here in quarter number 3. And they will move away from us here at half number 2 in the Dairy King broadcast booth, which is where we are set high above Fred Rocker's court here. Jackson Hecker, Will Auble. Out there, Lucas Frederick, Wyatt Crony, and Lane Schilling. Second half, here we go. Jackson Hegg with the basketball. Simon Thomas now with it. Left wing. Thomas dribbles over. Right wing, and that ball deflected out by Frederick. Stays on the far end. It'll be a right side of the floor trigger man. It'll be Simon Thomas in front of assistant coach Cody Emming and the Cougar bench. Hegg with a series of head fakes and a stop and pop. Right elbow, deuce all the way. No good. Heckert's got the rebound. That's Auble. Front court. Hecker now. Lob to Schilling. Deflected, but Schilling got it. And he is fouled underneath, and Schilling will go to the free throw line. Foul there on Reese Martin. It's going to be his first personal. First team foul of the team in the second half of play. 7:33 to go on the big board, third quarter. And Schilling at the line for a pair of free throws. First one on the way. No good. Schilling back at the line. Free throw number 2, deep bend on the way. That one short, missing a pair. And Wimpy clears the glass and moves it for Hegg, who's guarded by Fredericking. 3-quarter court to go. Left side of the floor to Thomas. Left corner for Campworth. Now Thomas on the left wing. Moves it for Hegg on the right wing with a head fake and a drive. And then he's cut off there. Right elbow, Reese Martin. Left wing for Max Campworth. Campworth now for Wimpy. Inside, Martin, left block. Lobs it back out left wing for Wimpy. Wimpy will use the Martin screen. Bounce it to him, going to the goal. Reese Martin. Oh, they wave it off. Offensive foul. Martin going for the player control. And that'll be the second personal on Martin, second team foul. Crony. Now hands it for Fredericking. Across the timeline. Fredericking. Bouncing it. Heckert. Backs his way in against Martin. Shot up over him. Too strong. Rebound taken in by Martin. Moves it for Wimpy. Now Hegg. Simon Thomas. And then his pass deflected, stolen away. Will Auble going to the goal. Layup is good for 2 by Auble and a foul. And he'll go to the free throw line. And Campworth's going to pick up his second personal. And that's going to be the third team foul on the Cougars of the second half of play. And get a warning there. And a whistle, and was aimed towards the central bench. And Auble will be at the line. Not sure what the case was. Auble, free throw on the way. Oh, wow. A couple of big hops off the back iron, and he got it to fall through. 26-21 Rockets in the midst of a 3-0 start here in this quarter. Third quarter action brought to you by V&H Recreation. In Breeze, Wimpy inside, Reese Martin outside, Max Campworth. Campworth now on the drive, now backs it back out to the point. He'll hand it on the right wing for Wimpy. Wimpy now surveys the defense. That's Reese Martin top the key. Left wing, Simon Thomas. Off the ball screen, Thomas stop and pop. Left elbow, deuce is good by Thomas. 28-21 now. Cougars lead on your honest water. Scoreboard 2 minutes into the third. Crony for Will Auble. Pass Fredericking into Heckert. Now Fredericking bounces it back left block. Heckert up off the glass. Heckert no good, but a foul again. That one's on Martin. He's got 3 quick ones. Braden Thomas has been at the desk waiting to check in. He's going to get that opportunity to now. Heckert at the line for the Rockets, where he's been there tonight. He's 2 out of 2. First one on the way. Good. Big fella can shoot the free throws. He's at 70% for the season. Braden Thomas is on. Parker Lupper's on as well for Campworth. 5:51 to play third period. Free throw number 2, Heckert at the line. On the way. No good. Lupker with a good check out. It's the rebound. And it's Simon Thomas linked to the floor to go for the Cougars. He's got it right wing for Haig now. Haig on the far side of the floor. Now it's Thomas top of the key. That's Braden Thomas who hands it for Simon Thomas, and he runs up a series of screens and tries another elbow. Deuce left side, good to book it, Thomas. 30-22. And back the other way, it is Fredericking for the Rockets. Left wing, Wyatt Croney. Bounce pass inside, Heckert. Now it's Schilling who hands it for Croney. Off a ball screen, moves it now for Fredericking, who couldn't finally gets the handle on it finally. Now moves it for Auble. Now Fredericking, now Schilling on the left wing. Now Auble bouncing it inside. Heckert backs his way in, spins against the double team. Shot good, but a foul on the floor. It's on Thomas, Braden Thomas. And that gives the Cougars 5 quick team fouls here. We're not even 3 minutes into the third period. And he's got 3 of them. Braden does, along with Reese Martin, who will sit. And Max Campworth comes back in. Baseline throw in. They lob it out top, Auble. Who then hits Fredericking off the left wing, spinning into the lane, then had it stripped away, and Lupker's going to be caught reaching in into the cookie jar. Lupker called for a reach-in foul. That'll be his second personal, and now the 16th foul on the Cougars here, the second half of play. Another baseline throw in here for Fredericking with 4 across the bottom set. Lobs it for Auble. Auble picks up his dribble. Right wing for Schilling. Schilling. Right wing Auble. Fredericking in the middle of the lane. Heckert up over Lupker. Good for 2 by Jackson Heckert. Simon Thomas. 30-24, Cougars lead with Haig on the right wing with it now. It's Campworth who dribbles all the way across the perimeter, moves it for Thomas. Simon Thomas, now right wing, Haig. Haig picks up his dribble, bouncing it for Lupker on the right block. Now Wimpy, 4:30 to play in the third. Back to Haig on the right wing. Haig off a screen. He will stop and pop a 3. Ooh, that one halfway down and out off the back iron, no good, and the rebound taken in by Heckert. Ahead, it's Wyatt Croney. Into the corner for Schilling, who drives the right baseline. He's cut off there, and a whistle on a travel on Schilling, and the ball will go back over to the Cougars. .4:16 to play in the third. Simon Thomas. Front court, dribbles over right wing with it. Simon Thomas going to get a high ball screen there from Lupker. He will drive it and move it for Haig, left wing with a head fake and a drive and a kick. Right wing, Thomas, stop in, pop, 10-footer. Good. Simon Thomas has got some mid-range game to him. And he knocks another one down and extends the lead up to 8 again with 3:50 to play in the third period. Fredericking then had it stripped away by Haig. Throws it ahead. Wimpy to the goal. Layup 2. Good by Wimpy, and the lead extended back to 10 now. 34-24. Cougars lead on your Honest Water scoreboard. That is Auble. Croney drive, jump stop in the lane. Runner, good. 2. Wyatt Croney can play, and he's got another one. That's 7 for Croney. Haig, Wimpy. For Lupker. Right corner for Haig. Haig now. Picks up his dribble, bouncing it for Lupker. Now Wimpy. Inside, Thomas. Double team, and he hits Campworth, but a reach-in foul and a sarcastic cheer from the Cougar faithful across from us in the Dairy King broadcast booth. That'll be the first Rocket team foul of the second half of play. The first one on Will Auble. Baseline throw into the right side of the bucket for Haig. In the box set, they hand it for Haig on the right wing. Haig now picks up his dribble. Looks for help. Lupker at the right elbow. Backs his way in against Heckert. Back out top for Haig. Series of head fakes now right wing with it is Simon Thomas. Thomas off a ball screen. A right elbow 2 on the way. That one no good. Rebound Lupker with it. A series of head fakes, and then Heckert fouled him. And Lupker with the activity in the painted area. And another foul. And he'll shoot free throws. That one's on Jackson Heckert. His second personal and the second team foul on the Rockets of the second half of play here with 2:41 to go. First Lupker free throw, good. Reese Martin's going to come on for Lupker. if he can get this second free throw to go at the charity line. Lupker back at the charity. Free throw halfway down and out. No good. Heckert's got another rebound. His 6th. Nearing a double-double. He's got 11 points. Does the big 4 of the Rockets. That is Frederiking for Wyatt Croney. Left wing now is Will Auble. Auble surveys the defense. And a travel. Reese Martin now on, 2:22 to play as the Cougars get it back via the turnover. They lead by 9, 35-26 on your Honest Water scoreboard. Thomas right wing on the dribble off a series of screens. Now Haig, left wing, between the legs with the dribble. Haig still directing traffic, now 2:08 to go. That's Martin here in the third quarter. 35-26. Martin, left wing, Haig. Haig off the ball screen, dribble, drive, lane, moves it now for Wimpy, right point. 1:55 to go in the third. Campworth, right block, spinning in the lane. Jump hook off the window. All halfway down and out. No good. Rebound taken in by Frederiking. Frederiking into the front court. Bouncing it. Heckert against Martin. Spinning into the lane. Heckert had it blocked and a foul this time. That one's on Martin. That's his 4th. Lupker comes in for him, and Heckert will be at the line. Will be in the act of shooting or 1-1. It is 2 throws for Heckert. They're going to call that in the act. So he'll shoot 2. First one on the way. No good. Lupker in for Martin, who will sit. Second free throw on the way. That one short, no good there by Heckert as well. Misses a pair of free throws. 35-26. Thomas. Haig. Lupker. $1:15 to go. Lupker hands it for Simon Thomas, who drives the lane. No-look feed to Wimpy, and he couldn't hold on to it, and a turnover, and Jeremy Schubert slaps the floor in disgust with 1:08 to go in the third. Braden Thomas on for Parker Lupker. Wyatt Croney, 1:05 to play third quarter. Croney for Hari, who just checked in as well for the Rockets. Now with it, Green, who just checked in as well. Hari for Green. Bounce pass into Auble. Deflected, stolen away by Wimpy. Now Haig's got it with 43 seconds. Haig with 35 seconds. He's got it. Stops. Backs up. Haig now moves it for Wimpy with 30. Arrow in favor of the Rockets. They hit Thomas, middle of the lane. Now Braden Thomas back for Simon. 22 seconds on the ticker. Haig. Still on the dribble with 13. Braden Thomas at the left elbow with 10. Fakes a series of handoffs, drives it to the goal. Shot attempt up and down for 2. And a foul by Thomas, and Braden will go to the line for the old-fashioned 3. And the Cougars have extended their lead to 11 with a chance to extend it to 12 here at the end of the third period with 8 seconds to go. That foul, the first one on Lane Schilling, the 13th foul on the Rockets of the second half of play. Frederiking comes on for Auble. So Thomas will be at the line for the old-fashioned 3. Free throw on the way. Missed it. Rebound taken in by Schilling. Pushing it ahead. Hari had it deflected. He corrals it back with 3. Goes to the goal with 2. Passing to the corner with Croney at the horn. That one a little long and no good. And you're scoring your Honest Water scoreboard after 3 quarters of play is the Central Cougars 37 The Oakville Rockets 26. You're listening to high school boys basketball, the Monterey Christmas Tournament, and the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
Sound familiar? A flat tire in the middle of nowhere? Car keys locked in the car? Or a battery that needs a jump start? You're stranded on the side of the road and need emergency roadside assistance to get your car moving. Call Benoff Insurance in Breeze and Trenton about roadside rescue coverage from Beacon Insurance that's available to everyone who has a personal auto policy with Beacon Insurance. Roadside Rescue will save your day with 24/7 roadside assistance at no extra cost to you if you have comprehensive coverage. Call Benoff Insurance, your Beacon Insurance agency, today at 526-4888.
If you're looking for Nissan quality, be sure to check out what Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan and Centralia has to offer. Munkin's has the entire field covered with a great lineup of Nissans, including Maximas, Altimas, and Sentras, SUVs and crossovers, and Titan and Frontier trucks. And you can relax when you shop Munkin's because you know you're getting the better deal every time, along with terrific service after the sale. For your Nissan, log on to Munkin1.com, or better yet, visit Munkin Dodge Chrysler Jeep Nissan in person, Route 161 West in Centralia.
It's Max 96.7.
Welcome you back to the Dairy King broadcast booth. Greg Meyer here for you from Monterey Catholic High School, Fred Rockers Court. Be ready here for the fourth quarter of game 1 of 2 tonight. Coming up next will be Briarcrest and Highland. And then we'll have the nightcap for you tonight. Nashville taking on Mater Dei in the final game of pool play tonight. The Rocket basketball here to begin period number 4. It is Hari out there with Auble, Crony, Heckert, and Fredericking for the Rockets. The Cougars counter with Haig, Campworth, Thomas, Lepker, and Wimpy. Left wing, Fredericking. Auble. Crony. Hari goes to the goal. Shot attempt up, no good, and a foul on Simon Thomas. That one there will be Simon's first in the 18 foul, and it'll be Hari at the line here for a pair of free throws. So Hari at the line. Season just a 33% foul shooter. First one on the way, no good. Schilling at the desk. He'll check in for the Rockets. Hari back at the line. A couple of power dribbles. A spin of the basketball. Free throw number 2 misses a pair. Wimpy's got the rebound. Simon Thomas. Front court, right wing with it is Thomas. On the dribble against Wyatt Crony. Left wing, Max Campworth. Now it's Haig. Spinning, going right to the goal. Shield layup try, no good, and a foul, and Haig will go to the free throw line. Schilling's got his second. And the 14 foul. First one on the way for Haig, no good. Heckert back on for the Rockets. Haig back at the line. Second free throw here on the way is good. 38-26. 7:23 to play, fourth quarter. Front court, Hari drives it to the goal. No resistance. Layup rolled off. Haig's got the rebound. Picks up his dribble, goes for Campworth, who hands it for Simon Thomas, and he'll walk it across. Minute into the fourth quarter action brought to you by Michelson's Auto Body in Bartelso. Right wing, Parker Lepker. Max Campworth. Simon Thomas inside. Wimpy underneath, layup. Missed the easy one. Heckert's got the rebound for the Rockets. They lead by 12. Quickly into the front court, that's Hari. Right wing for Will Auble. Auble bouncing it for Fredericking. Spinning. Then had it knocked out of his hands and a loose on the floor, and a loose ball foul on the floor. We'll check it. Foul's on Parker Lepker. That's his third and the 19th foul. Or the 18th foul, and the Cougars check that. Free throw front end on the way, good by Fredericking. Here comes Braden Thomas. Not too late now. Second one on the way, Fredericking, good. And a whistle and a timeout on the floor taken here by John Krause. 6:40 to play in the fourth quarter. You're scoring your Honest Water scoreboard. The Cougars 38, the Rockets 28. Listening to high school boys basketball and the Monterey tournament on Max 96.7.
Southern Bus and Mobility is your Brawnability dealer in Breeze. Brawnability features the broadest lineup of wheelchair-accessible vehicles with more brands, entry types, features, and price points than any other manufacturer in the industry. See for yourself at Southern Bus and Mobility why a new or certified pre-owned wheelchair-accessible Brawnability vehicle is the only way to go. Call 526-4131 or stop by just east of Breeze on Old Route 50.
Max 96.7.
Welcome back to the Dairy King broadcast booth. 38-28 on your Honest Water scoreboard. The Cougars lead the Oakville Rockets. 6:40 to play fourth quarter. We'll have the full Whisper Internet postgame here. After this one, final stats. Got a couple of score updates for you, too, as well. Althoff advanced down at the Muscuda Girls Invitational to the Consolation Championship game with a 26-25 win over Nashville. Oakville currently playing Ohio County, Kentucky right now. That game tipped off, I think, just a few minutes ago. Thomas, double team comes across the timeline. He picks it up there, left wing. Now Haig, top of the key with it. Now it's Simon Thomas. Thomas, right wing, Haig, lob into Braden Thomas. Had it knocked out of his hands. Ball loose and rolling around on the floor. Ends up in the hands of Hari, who moves it for Abel. Abel now drives it and leaves it underneath for Schilling. Layup good for two by Lane Schilling. 38-30. It's in for Simon Thomas, who's guarded by Wyatt Croney. Double team comes. Thomason had it stripped away. And then Hari goes diving out of bounds. Couldn't save it. Stays with the Cougars. And if anybody wants the game against Briarcrest, the Cougars are prone to turn the basketball over when you put a little pressure on. And that's what the Rockets are doing right now. Thomas inbound. Now he gets into the front court for Wempe on the right wing, who picks up his dribble after a couple of dribbles. Now Campworth with it on the right wing, who hands it back for Wempe. Wempe now will set things up. 5:50 to play in the fourth. Underneath, Thomas with a good cut. Shot off the square. No good, but a foul underneath. And Wyatt Croney a little late coming over. That'll be his second personal and the 15th foul on the Rockets of the second half of play. So Simon Thomas, the 6'4" senior guard, will be at the stripe with a couple of throws up and coming. First one on the way, up and off. No good. Front iron. Little deeper bend. Reach your hand in the cookie jar is what former assistant coach Kurt Peters would say. Pull that cookie out, young fella. Free throw number 2 on the way. Off 2. Misses a pair, and Abel's got the glass rebound. And it's ahead for Hari. Hari into the front court for the Rockets. Now it's Abel. Left wing for Fredericking, who hits Schilling on the left baseline. Back out now for Fredericking on the left wing. Now Schilling left baseline. Back out top now for Hari, who drives to the goal. He kicks it to the right corner there for Fredericking. Now it's Cronin on the dribble at the top of the key. Abel now touches it right wing. Hari. Hari now picks up his dribble. Top of the circle with it now was Fredericking inside. Schilling up and under try. No. Rebound Wimpy. Simon Thomas, 5:10 to play in the fourth quarter on the dribble. Thomas. Wimpy. Stops and starts. And a blocking foul there. That one's on Fredericking. His first personal. 16 foul on the Rockets. Campworth for the catch from Haig. Right wing handoff Thomas. Throws it left wing. Wimpy tees it up. 3 ball on the way. Long, no good. Haig with the rebound. And now it's Thomas back for Haig. And then a foul there on Hari. Hari's got 4, and he might have played 10 minutes tonight. And the Oakville Rocket bench coaching staff not happy. Thought maybe Haig got away with the push-off on that last offensive rebound. So Haig at the line here for 1 and the bonus with 4:42 to play. That one on the way, first one down. Make it 39-30 Cougars. Haig rocking number 5 at the line. Second one on the way, up and down. 40-30. The Cougars lead with 4:35 to play in the fourth quarter. That is Auble, top of the key. Schilling, Auble, left wing, Wyatt, Crony. Crony now top of the key, Schilling, right wing, Auble. Auble. Schilling in the right corner, Auble on the right wing, lob into Heckert, right block. Makes a couple of moves, up off the window, in for 2 by Jackson and Heckert with 4:10 to play here in the fourth. 40-32, Haig with the ball. He'll make the methodical walk across the timeline here, the MD logo at Fred Rocker's court. Right wing handoff, Martin for Simon Thomas. Thomas now against Wyatt Crony. Now Martin with under 4 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. That's Haig. Haig, behind the back with a dribble. Picks it up there. Looks for help. Now it's Wimpy. Now it's Haig. Haig stops and starts and stops again. Right elbow. Now it's left side of the floor for Thomas. Back for Haig with 3:33 to go. Double team comes and a whistle and a foul away from the basketball. That's on Heckert. And that is going to be his third. 8th teamer on the Rockets here the second half of play. Both teams in the bonus now the rest of the way. And Martin will be at the line for 1-and-1. First one on the way, front end. Off the iron, no good. Heckert's got the rebound. Front court, that's Fredericking. Right wing into the corner, that's Auble. Now Schilling, back for Auble. Lob inside, Heckert spins, double team, shot no good, and Heckert will go to the line. Fouls on Camporth, his third personal and the 10th team foul. So the Cougars now, the Rockets in the double bonus. Heckert had to wipe a little perspiration off the hands. He had tried to shoot a couple of foul shots. The 6'7" junior, number 50. First one on the way. Good. He's got a silky smooth stroke for a big fella. Free throw on the way. No good. Camporth with the rebound. Thomas. Front court. Off the Camporth screen. That's Thomas. Stops and starts for Wimpy. Now Camporth with 3:03 to play in the fourth. 40-33 Cougars lead. Camporth trying to get around Heckert. Picks up his dribble. Hits Haig on the left wing. Now Camden Wimpy. And a foul on Lane Schilling. That's a reach in on Schilling. That's going to be his third and the team's 8th personal. Or the team's 9th, check that. Hari back on for the Rockets. Lupker on for the Cougars. Won't be at the line. This is still 1-and-1 here. First one on the way. Good. 41-33. Cougars out front. Camden Wimpy will be back at the stripe. Free throw number 2 up, down. 42-33, 2:54 to play in the fourth, and the Cougars with a 9-point advantage. That is Hari in the front court, driving to the goal. Lost it on the way in, and the Rockets, now they're going to have a discussion. One official said it was off of Hari. The other one said it was off the Cougars, and they changed the call. I don't know how Kevin Jones from his position can see it out near the timeline. That's where he is. The baseline official had it going to the Cougars, and Kevin Jones is out near half court. Says it was off a Cougar. Stop and pop, Auble 2, good. And a timeout taken here by John Krause with 2:42 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's 42-35 on your Honest Water scoreboard. The Rockets trailing the Cougars. You listen to high school boys basketball, the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
Working farms are busy all year long, so depend on Jansen Farm Equipment to keep your equipment running strong. With a parts store and service department, Jansen Farm Equipment has a team of professionals that you can count on. Jansen Farm Equipment carries AGCO, New Idea, Gleaner, White, and Massey Ferguson. Jansen Farm Equipment, 18222 State Route 127. Shop online at jansenfarm.com or call 594-2962.
Free Comedy Night returns to the Breeze American Legion tonight, featuring the comedy of Doug Morris, Rich Braun, and headliner Brian McDowell, a self-proclaimed old straight white guy complaining about everything on stage across America. He's half crazed and totally hilarious. See him at the Breeze American Legion. No cover charge. This free show starts at 8 tonight.
It's Max 96.7.
Welcome back to the Dairy King broadcast booth. Greg Meyer here for you. Luke Jackson on the stats. 2:42 to play in the fourth quarter. 42-35. Cougars lead on your honest water scoreboard. They have the ball length to the floor to go. Does Central. Hagg's got it against the full court pressure. Hegg spins away from his man, Frederiking, and then he's impeded from the backside by Frederiking. And Hegg will shoot free throws, and we are in the double bonus both ways. And we got 2.5 minutes to go. That means a lot of free throws are about to get shot down the stretch right here in this basketball game. So Hegg at the stripe. Free throw number 1 on the way. Hegg down. The second Hegg free throw coming up in just a moment. Second one up. Off the front iron, no good. Wempe with the offensive rebound. He's fouled. Shot attempt, no good. And Wempe will go to the free throw line for a couple. Second personal foul there on Auble. Double bonus.
On the other side.
Wempe at the line. Auble picks up his second. First one on the way for Camden. Good. (44-35). 2:34 to play fourth quarter. Wempe at the line. Hits second free throw. 45-35. Cougars on your honest water scoreboard. 2:34 to play in the fourth. That's Hari in the front court for the Rockets. That's Auble. Right wing, Frederiking. Auble driving to the goal. Layup tried high off the glass. No good. Wempe with the rebound. Now Hegg. Front court. Hegg double team. It's Campworth and a foul. That's on Auble, I think. Actually, they call it on Frederiking, his third. Hegg at the line here. 2:10 to play. .210 to go. Hegg at the line. 2 free throws. First one on the way up and good. Hegg will be back at the line. Free throw number 2 on the way. Good. 47-35. Cougars leading. 2:05 to go here in the fourth. Skip it to the left corner for Crony. Lob into Schilling. Tough catch on the left block. Sticks with it, though, does Schilling. Up off the glass and in for 2 by Lane Schilling. 47-37. Thomas takes it out. Now Hegg. Hegg into the front court. Jansen back out Thomas. 1:40 to play in the fourth. Whisper Internet postgame coming up here in just a little bit. Thomas middle of the floor. 1:35 to go into the right corner. Jansen, now it's Wempe. And a foul on Schilling with 1:31 to go. So the Cougars are going to look like they are going to move to 2-2. Here in Pool B play, the Rockets are going to fall to 1-3. So that would slide Oakville in as Wempe hits the first free throw. Would slide Oakville into the 7th place game tomorrow at 1:30. And the Cougars would be in the 3 o'clock game tomorrow afternoon. Second Wempe free throw down there as well. with Pool B up in the air to see who plays in the title game, which will be coming up next. That's 3-0 Highland, 3-0 Briarcrest. Wimpy nets a pair. 49-37, 125 to play in the fourth. That is Hari bouncing it inside. Lupker steals it away from Heckert. And then Heckert fouls Haig. He had nowhere to go. So Haig will come down and shoot some more free throws. And Heckert's got 4. Schilling's got 4 for the Rockets. Haig at the line. 2 shots. First one on the way up and good. Haig's had an all-around pretty good tournament here for the Cougars. Second one on the way, up and down. He might have secured a starting spot after this week for the Cougars for Jeremy Schubert as he knocks down 2 free throws. 51-37 going to the goal is Hari up off the glass. No good rebound. Wimpy, who gets the offensive rebound and hands it for Haig. And John Krause, I think, might be calling the guys off on this one here. 14-point game. Haig trying to get around his guy. Moves it now for Campworth. Back for Haig. 1 minute to go. Underneath now for Wimpy. The Cougars just trying to play keep away from the Rockets. Wimpy drives to the goal. Layup try up off the glass is good for 2 by Camden Wimpy. 53-37 with 45 seconds to play. Fredericking into the front court. On the left wing. Hits Crony and a foul on the screen as Thomas runs over Fredericking. And Fredericking will get a couple more free throws as we'll extend this game just a little bit longer here this evening. Fredericking at the line. First one on the way, good. Here comes a slew of subs. Rockers, Logan Hamilton, Braden Thomas, and Reese Martin come on for the Cougars. And the starters will come off to a standing ovation here in this one. And the Cougar faithful 2-2 after pool play, with an opportunity to win 3 games, 3 of 5 tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. Free throw number 2 on the way, Fredericking, good. 53-39 for Rockers against Wyatt Crony. Rockers with 33 seconds. Looking to just dribble time. Reese Martin holding on to it. And that's going to be the thing. That's going to be it here. We're just going to melt off 20 more seconds here. 53-39 is going to be your final. And that'll be the ball game. 53-39. Here's your final. We're going to go into the Whisper Internet post game coming up on the other side of this break. The Cougars beat the Rockets. Final score in your Honest Water scoreboard: the Cougars 53, the Rockets 39. Listening to high school boys basketball, the Modern Day Christmas Tournament, and the Central Cougars on Max 96.7.
This high school basketball broadcast on Max 96.7 was brought to you in part by Jansen Chevrolet, Isaac Auto Body, Prairie Farms Dairy, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Amy Cruzy, Keith Brothers Realty and Auction, your hometown proud Carlisle IGA, Carlisle Animal Hospital, Best One Tire and Service of Clinton County, Nordyke Funeral Home, and by Becker Jewelers with locations in Breeze and Highland and always online at beckerjewelers.com.
Prairie Farms Dairy helps build strong bodies and strong minds. Prairie Farms Dairy offers the finest dairy products like skim milk, slice and string cheese, sour cream, cottage cheese, flavored yogurts, light ice cream, and more. Take charge of your body and get your daily source of vitamins and minerals from the products you've come to love from Prairie Farms Dairy. You can always count on Prairie Farms Dairy. Always fresh, always the best.
Isaac Auto Body in Carlisle offers quality service for a variety of vehicle-related mishaps. Since 1970, Isaac Auto Body has been there when you need them most. From accident scene recovery to 24/7 towing, give them a call at 594-2435. Isaac Auto Body's skilled collision repair team and auto body painters can make any car look as good as the day it left the dealer's lot. Isaac Auto Body is committed to providing fast, quality service on your vehicle. Find them online at isaacautobody.com.
Hi, Amanda Hugo, Internet Marketing Gal here at Jansen Chevrolet. Everyone who works here strives to give you the best service and experience possible, and our track record speaks for itself. Jansen Chevrolet is #1 in new Chevrolet sales in Clinton, Marion, and Washington counties. In addition to the way we do business, this is home, and we support local charities and communities and are proud that our customers, through the years, have become our friends. Jansen Chevrolet on Route 161 in Germantown.
I'm Amy Cruzy, your local Edward Jones financial advisor in Aveston. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Call me, Amy Cruzy, at 228-7688 or stop by my office at 406 Steel Bridge Street in Aveston for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
It's Max 96.7.
Welcome back to the Dairy King broadcast booth, the Whisper Internet postgame here for you from this one. The Cougars victorious here over the Oakville Rockets by a final score of 53-39. The Cougars led 14-7 after one quarter, led 26-18 after two quarters, 37-26 after three, and then 53-39 is your final. Let's take a look here at the final stats in this one. For the Central Cougars, they're 12 of 21 from two-point field goal range, good for 57%, 4 of 9 from three, good for 44%, 16 of 30 overall from the field for the Cougars for 53%, 17 of 25 at the foul line for 68% with 18 rebounds, 7 turnovers. Other side of the coin, the Oakville Rockets were 12 of 20 from two-point field goal range, good for 60%, 2 of 8 from three, good for 25%, 14 of 28 overall from the field for 50%, 8 of 16 at the foul line for 50% with 17 rebounds and 10 turnovers. The box score breakdown for this one, the Oakville Rockets were led in scoring by Jackson Heckert. He had 14 points. Heckert hit 5 of his 8 field goal tries and 4 out of his 7 free throws for his 14 points and a team-high 8 rebounds. 8 points then for Will Auble, 7 points for Wyatt Croney, 6 points for Lane Schilling, 3 points for Lucas Frederiking. Other side of the coin, the Central Cougars were led in scoring and rebounding tonight by Camden Wimpy. Wimpy had 14 points. Wimpy had 3 of his 5 field goal tries. And then he hit 8 of his 9 free throws for his 14 points. He had a team-high 8 rebounds as well. 11 points for Jackson Haig tonight. 8 points for Simon Thomas. 7 points for Braden Thomas. 5 points for Max Campor. 3 points for Emmett Jansen. 3 points for Parker Lupker. And then 2 points for Reese Martin to round out the Cougars scoring here this evening. So your final score in game 1 here tonight was the Central Cougars 53, the Oakville Rockets 39. We're going to send it back to the station for some regularly scheduled programming.